200 years, a secret brotherhood was the most powerful organization on Earth. No king could stop them. No emperor controlled them. Not even the Pope could hold them back. This is the dark, hidden history of the Knights Templar. The year is 1119 AD. Jerusalem has just been conquered, but the streets are soaked in blood and fear. You walk as a pilgrim through the darkness, and you know this road is not safe for anyone. Suddenly, 9 strangers emerge from the fog, knights on horseback, faces hidden in shadow. They ask for nothing, only a place beneath the ruins of Solomon's temple. A question that remains unanswered. Why that exact spot? You descend a narrow, dark staircase, straight into the ruins. Every wall is carved with strange, ancient symbols, as if someone left them here as a warning. No one has seen this place in centuries. A vast, dark chamber opens before you, directly beneath Solomon's temple. Glowing symbols on the floor, ancient pillars standing for centuries. Something in this place is watching you, but you cannot see it. Before you stands a massive stone door, carved with a Templar cross. As you reach for it, the door begins to open on its own, and beyond it, only a thick, cold darkness waits. Within a few decades, the Templars became the most powerful organization in the world. Kings bowed before them, not out of respect, but fear. Their wealth grew so fast, no one could explain where the money came from. You walk through the dark corridor of a massive Templar castle, Red Cross banners hanging on every wall. Suddenly, around a corner, a fully armored guard stands blocking your path. But where his face should be, there is nothing. You stand inside a Templar treasury vault, surrounded by mountains of gold, torchlight glinting off every coin. Among the treasure lies an ancient skull with a Templar cross carved into its forehead. At midnight, a secret ceremony begins. Hooded figures, every age and height, stand in a circle, a glowing symbol carved into the floor between them. This secret has stayed hidden for centuries, never spoken to anyone. You are reading an ancient scroll by candlelight. The strange symbols on it suddenly begin to move, rearranging themselves, as if they are trying to tell you something written just for you. The year is 1307. King Philip IV accuses them of heresy, of worshipping an idol called Baphomet. In a single night, every Templar in France is arrested. The question remains, how did the king know exactly where each one was? You stand in a dark throne room before King Philip, who points an accusing finger at you. Suddenly his face begins to change. A skull-like visage, greedy, glowing eyes, as if his true nature has finally been revealed. Inside a dark interrogation chamber, a slim, hooded inquisitor stands before you. His shadow on the wall begins to move, but it belongs to something entirely different from his own shape. He has no idea what his own shadow is hiding. In a dark stone chamber, you discover the Baphomet idol. As you step closer, its stone eyes slowly open and look directly at you. Was it truly alive, or only your imagination? The last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burned alive in Paris, March 18, 1314. As the flames rose, he cursed both King Philip and Pope Clement, swearing both would stand before God within 1 year. You watch the fire burning against the dark Paris sky, the crowd standing in silence. Suddenly, inside the flames, de Molay's face appears, calm, smiling, as if it were not pain in his eyes, but victory. 7 months later, King Philip lies dying in his bed, his face pale. A dark shadow, shaped like an armored warrior, rises from the floor and looms over the bed. The curse had come true. An empty throne stands before you, a fallen crown resting beside it. Suddenly, the ghost of de Molay appears, sitting on the throne, smiling at you, as if, centuries later, he had finally won. October 12th, 1307. All 18 Templar ships vanish overnight from the harbor of La Rochelle, taking the entire treasury with them. Gold, ancient relics, secret documents, all gone. Where could 18 ships disappear to in a single night? Some say the treasure is hidden beneath Rosslyn Chapel. You stand inside now, every wall covered in ancient carvings. Suddenly, a stone face turns toward you, its silent lips forming words only you can see. Beneath the chapel floor, you find a hidden tunnel. You descend into the darkness and discover an ancient chest carved with a Templar cross. As you reach for it, the lid begins to open on its own. As you turn to leave, 9 knight silhouettes, each a different height and build, block every possible exit, all staring straight at you. You have found the treasure they spent 7 centuries hiding. The Freemasons claim direct descent from the Templars. The same symbols, the same rituals, the same obsession with Solomon's Temple. You stand on a modern city street, a Templar cross carved into a building's cornerstone above you. They never truly disappeared. They simply took off the white cloaks and put on suits, hiding behind a new name. Even today, their methods remain the same. The world just stopped looking. You look into an ornate mirror, but inside the glass, you are not wearing modern clothes. You are dressed in a white Templar cloak, and that reflection begins to move before you do. You are walking through a busy, sunlit city street. Suddenly you notice every single person has a tiny red cross somewhere on them, without even knowing it, and all of them turn toward you at once. In 2001, the Vatican released the Chignon parchment. It proved Pope Clement secretly knew the Templars were innocent, yet still let them burn. What could they have been protecting that even the Pope feared it? You read the parchment by candlelight. Suddenly, the words rearrange themselves, forming a hidden message meant only for you. Then, without warning, the parchment bursts into flame and turns instantly to ash. In a Vatican chamber stands an ancient, locked door, carved with a Templar cross. It begins to open on its own, cold air rushing out, and somewhere in that darkness, something is breathing. You walk out of the Vatican at dawn. Suddenly you see it. Templar crosses hidden everywhere, in the windows, the floor patterns, the columns. A young Swiss guard turns and winks at you, a Templar ring on his finger. 9 poor knights arrived in Jerusalem in 1119. Within 200 years, they controlled the world. Their treasure vanished overnight. Their curse claimed a king and a pope. And to this day, no one has ever fully explained why. Are they really gone? Or are they simply waiting for the right moment to return? You try to run, but every path out is already blocked. Some secrets are not meant to be found. Perhaps the Templars knew this all along, and that is why they buried it so deep. Now, in the dark chamber, a single candle flame trembles. You feel a breath behind you. Slowly, you turn around, and an ancient knight's face appears right before you, eyes burning with fire. He raises one finger to his lips. Never tell anyone,